speak on the new Cornish language plan for Cornwall Council. I apologise for my bad Cornish accent, but I am trying. The Council's last language plan was adopted in 2015.
Well, today Cabinet has agreed the Cornish language plan for the next few years, building on the Cornish language strategy. And we've been reviewing the progress that we've been making as a council in spreading awareness of Cornish in the life of the Duchy, and thinking about what more we can be doing over the next few years to make sure that the Cornish language is around all of the people in Cornwall and the work that we do.
Now, I've been campaigning for Cornish since I was a teenager and speaking it. I felt a little teary in there, hearing all the support for the language. Has something changed?
Well, I think that we really recognise and value our Cornish heritage and distinctiveness, and as Cornwall Council we believe that we are well placed to celebrate that and adopt it in our work. And as Chief Executive, I felt that this is something very special that we have, and I've sought to make it centre stage in the work that we've been doing, which is why I'm the champion for the Framework Convention, to provide that leadership so that when we think about Cornish identity, it's in an inclusive way that makes sense for our generations and enables us to connect what we're seeking to do as a council with the lived experience of people living in the Duchy.
A lot needs to be done. What really needs to change now to progress Cornish even further?
Well, I think that we're on the right path with what we're doing at the moment, that we are using it in ways that kind of make sense in terms of its presence within the delivery of council services. So when we're doing change programmes, we're using the Cornish language to help to explain what we're doing, the values that are implicit in what we're about. And I think it's through mainstreaming it in that way that we will see that snowballing effect take place. So I think we're on the right track with what we're doing, and the Cornish language plan sets out what more we can go and do.
Much was said about the lack of support from UK government. What's the plan of attack there?
Well, I think this is really important work for the Framework Convention Steering Group that Councillor Jessie Foote leads on behalf of the authority that I give advice and support to. And this is an area where I think there is consensus in the Chamber that we need to speak with one voice about pressing government to make good on their commitments under the Framework Convention, deliver on the recommendations following on from the Council of Europe's opinion. We keep continuing to press both with representatives in the Commons and with the Lords, and we've got a very strong working relationship with our MPs, working together as Team Cornwall on this, and we will need to just continue to work in that way. I think that there is a recognition that more needs to be done.
We believe it does have an impact on the economy, a positive impact, difficult to measure it in money terms, but I think from a warm feeling for the Cornish economy, from the culture of Cornwall, it's all an added value to the Cornish economy and culture. Well, it's consolidating the work which we've been doing over many years, where in the background we've been doing a lot of things on the Cornish language, and with a dedicated Cornish language lead officer who spends his whole time helping to promote the language with training and education and incorporating it into the council business as far as possible. We're saying that we're continuing that programme despite the lack of support, ongoing support from the government. We have committed a part of the council's budget to say this is important enough that we feel we should spend the money on it and continue to promote it. It's always a battle with government. It's not unusual for councils to have battles with government because we always feel constrained on the money we get from them. This is just one of many sources of revenue where we need some more, but this is an important part. The government has got an obligation to the Council of Europe to promote minority languages, and we feel it's failing in that. Mark Trevethan, the Cornish language lead officer, and I went to London last year to see the civil servants there, and the Council of Europe representatives were there to take evidence from us as to how we feel that the government is failing, and the civil servants were squirming a bit, I think, but we're waiting for the feedback from that as to whether they will do any more as a result of what they'll really get, is we think, is a ticking off from the Council of Europe for failing to meet their obligations.
And therefore I think that Cornwall ought to make more of this feast than it actually is.